Samo's remix. My dog made that song for me.
Yeah.
How are you?
Rest in peace.
This is Broach Brothers in the house.
Oh yeah.
It almost didn't happen. You know that?
No. And you're about to tell our viewers rather, why? Why it didn't happen. Almost didn't happen. What happened?
You know, we had a good run. Things are good.
Mm-hmm.
Work week's crazy, as it always is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Will you settle in? Tell them a story.
Yeah, I just have to adjust my seat.
Something serious happened.
I know.
The Broach, bro.
I know.
Got off work, doing my civil duties.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're tired and weary when you've been working so hard.
Mm-hmm.
You want to stop by the dollar store. Maybe grab a frozen pizza.
Okay.
Maybe some ice cream. Shit, we splurging.
Yeah.
Cold beer. Movie night. Who the fuck knows? It's only Thursday. Vacation coming. One more day to go.
Yeah, that's hot.
Sky's the limit, but damn.
Really hot.
Struggle is already real. Then you go outside in a darkened dollar store parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a...
Yeah.
Fuck. What is that, a blue jay?
Mm-hmm.
No, that ain't no fucking blue jay. You look over there, and I could not believe my eyes if it's not Virginia fucking Cumbuckets Danwell and her stockings.
Mm-hmm.
Going, you want a date? I'm like,
Nasty.
no, bitch. Tell you every night. You take that. You need to go to church.
Yeah. Sounds like crack. Very
Methamphetamines,
scary.
crack, stirred up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she came toward me.
Yeah, not
And,
good.
you know, I try to keep cool. 'Cause, you know, one more day to go. This is no night to brawl.
Hell no.
Especially not with the lady of the night.
Oh no.
So she got closer to me.
Mm-hmm.
I look around, there ain't no witnesses. They slick like that.
Yeah.
I said, I suck your dick. And I said, bitch, the only dick you gonna suck tonight is the Grand Reapers if you keep getting any closer to me.
Yeah. That's bad. That's
Because I'm sorry,
really
I know you on the hard times, but I'm top shelf.
What is she?
You dumpster pasta.
What is she, a Harvey?
You know, outside of an old Italian restaurant, you the shit in the fucking garbage can that people on Skid Row eat. You know, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bitch. And before I knew it, this is how you can't fuck with them. You thought she was grabbing your balls, but she stabbed me.
She stabbed you.
She stabbed me.
Oh my God.
One left jab, and I threw my head down and I scrambled to the truck. Came home.
So scary.
Patched myself up and thought, we're gonna make it one more day. Have a couple beers, watch a movie.
One more day? You just got stabbed.
One more, yeah, but you know I can't let my guys down out there. You know I'm going to work.
Yeah. Okay.
One more day, I can make it one more time.
How are you gonna make it when you've just been stabbed?
Well, I'm a doctor, all right. So I just tried to wrap that shit up the best I could, wrap it tight.
Mm-hmm.
But before bed, I'm gonna check on it, change the bandages.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. It was a little deeper than I thought. There was blood just pouring out this fucking wound. It was the biggest hit the Broach Brothers has ever had to date.
I didn't like it
this year.
I really didn't like it. You've been scaring me.
You know, it was a big blow. I thought it might be an artery. So
it was close.
We spent all night in the emergency hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I noticed white people don't wear masks even in the hospitals. The brothers and sisters, they all got masks on.
They did.
But white people, and they're nasty. They was nasty. It was coughing people everywhere. They wasn't
really
wearing
did.
masks. And I'm in panic mode. I got my shit on.
Yeah, I stalked people
lady
in the
hooked me
parking
up.
lot.
She hooked me up.
I stalked them.
I got a nice dressing on there.
I did.
I can get my leg moving all right. It's getting better.
Yeah.
But it was a close call because it was it was next to the artery.
No.
But like I said,
No. bad.
Broach brothers for life. True
We're
testament
here.
to that. Next time I see the bitch, I'm going Zorro on her ass.
Yeah. Would you please put that away? I'm really scared.
You don't fuck with the Broach bros.
Yeah, I don't want to see any more blades near you for a long time.
Ah.
Really sad. It's scary.
Well, this is a walking stick. But I'm stabbing that bitch in the left tit next time I see her. I'm taking her money maker.
Okay.
How have you been?
Scared. Really scared.
It's Halloween,
because of what
baby,
happened.
Boo.
No, it's not.
Who? It's
I
Halloween.
can deal.
We're at Spook Fest right now.
I can deal with strange. But when lives are on the line here, it's no. This is a bit much. Don't you think so, mister? It's bad.
No.
How dare you?
This is the lifestyle I live.
This is really
We're wild. We're wild out here.
Yeah.
Especially on full
Yeah, we
moons
bite
that
people.
fall on Halloween, I get excited. But I did not know that entailed hookers attacking the Broach bros. I don't know if they, if it was
We
us.
bare our teeth.
She had a look in her eye like, I think somebody's out to get the Broach bros. We could have a nemesis out there.
Yeah, we take
Of
one
some
for the
pimp
teeth.
overlord is thinking I'm trying to
We
steal
get
his business. And he can keep them
stabbed.
nasty old crooked teeth bitches.
We get stabbed. We get beaten. We get bludgeoned, and we keep going. It's very scary. Very
Every
trying times. These are trying times we're living in. I don't know how I feel about it. I thought you were gonna die. I saw blood.
I knew I wasn't gonna die, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Blood just pouring down.
I'm just not gonna.
It actually reminded me of
I'm
the
not
time.
gonna be a dumbass and be like,
Mr.
it'll be all right.
Mr. It
I
reminded
just wanted to get get a couple of doctors in on this one,
Right.
myself and the doctor.
Well, you had to. You had to go to the emergency
Because
room.
only
It was
reason I have to live to see another day is to get to the bottom of this, and Broach Bro's gonna come at you.
Blood was pouring everywhere.
Blood will be pouring in
It
the
reminded
streets.
me of the time I drank wine on my period. It was bad. I walked into the bathroom and there was just blood pouring down my leg. It's a true story.
Wow.
It's really true. I don't
That's
lie
tough.
about these things.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't never
sad.
heard that before.
Really
about-
scary. And you look dapper, though. You still managed to...
Look, I bounced back.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's really sexy. It's really
That's
sexy.
what I do because I'm coming for that ass. I'll be
Yeah.
doing push-ups tomorrow morning,
Oh, my.
and but it's vacation.
Mm-hmm.
But week after next,
Yeah, well, honey, you might want to rest
I'm
first.
gonna solve these problems.
You might want to rest.
I got my rest.
In the meantime...
I'll rest when I'm dead.
Yeah, when that thing busts open again and blood just starts spurting everywhere, I don't think you're going to say that.
I'll get out the sewing kit,
Mm-hmm.
clean it.
Yeah.
But
I thought I was going to
I
have
won't
to
let
sew
a
it.
bitch catch me by surprise again like that. Just
Oh my
sneaking
God.
around in the dark shadows, smoking her Marlboro menthol.
Oh, my.
Can't even put her lipstick on right. It was up in the...
That is just
And,
grotesque. Where the hell did she crawl out of?
I don't know, but I don't got a problem with what you do, how you live your life. But 6 feet, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that was before the virus. There's a distance. You got to stay away from the Broach bro, because I don't know who you are, what you want,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll cut you. But this time, that was a message.
Yeah.
I think somebody's trying to move in.
It's good. Yeah.
On the east side of Iowa.
They heard about us.
They heard about
They
it.
want to take us out.
And they're using all those crack whores
And I
to
don't-
get at me. It's like Master Splinter had his foot soldiers.
And
You know, they were the biggest piece of shits, but in numbers it can get scary. But when I'm gonna switch nunchucks
Mhm.
for now on. I'm gonna start carrying nunchucks again, and I'm gonna bring something new to the game.
And I don't mean to dinner. They're not taking us
Yeah.
out to dinner.
They
They
sure
are
as fuck
taking
ain't
us
coming to
the
dinner.
fuck out. It's getting real.
If anything, there'll be dinner.
It's horrible. I answered the door with 357. I put it in their nose. Eat this, bitch. Why are you here? What are you doing here?
On a lighter
Don't
note,
come around here with those wild googly eyes. I'm sick of it. Get out.
googly eyes.
Yeah, it's bad. They got one eye up here, one eye down there.
Yeah, that's
It's
so they can
horrible.
keep their eye on everything. It's crazy.
It's called meth. And I'm not having it.
Not in my time.
It's really bad. And people are taking their clothes off. Do you know our fans are really worried about what's happening right now?
I've seen it.
It's bad.
It.
Did I tell you about the man you were going to interview? Who took his clothes off and started taking them off.
I know.
I told him, don't do it.
He might have a finger in the pie.
Really? You think he did it?
And then,
I'm
wounded, but we needed groceries.
Yeah.
Cat litter.
Definitely
for
cat litter.
A princess mom.
Yeah, and this guy needs millet.
Then
Where's
another,
the millet?
Then another one came sneaking around like and she said that she was a messenger from God. Do you have a lighter? And I just gave her the.
Okay, here.
I just gave her the stare down, and she said, "Okay, I'm sorry, but you don't break it." And they walk away. That's how you gotta handle them. You just stare at them.
Mister, can I?
And they don't know what the fuck's going on.
Really? Is that really how that's
what I do.
Really?
Because I couldn't believe it. Because I was looking for SpaghettiOs.
Okay, but get a load of this.
And she broke. Well, I saw her coming, and then she said that God sent her, and then she said, "Do you have a lighter?" And she said something about writing her a theme song, and I've never seen this woman in my life.
Theme song?
I don't know.
Bitch, there's no theme song.
But you stand and you just turn and you stare at him like this.
You look kind of scared. Were you scared?
No, you just stare at them in the eye.
Okay. Yeah.
And don't answer any of their questions, because obviously they got problems. Don't antagonize them. Because you got a wounded leg. My fighting game's all in the footwork.
Right.
We can't be going to this level right now. But it works. They turn. I'm sorry. Because when you get one of them meth heads, they get paranoid because they think you're talking to them mentally, and they get scared and they run away like a cockroach. And you see them over there telling another old lady the same thing, and she's giving them dollars and lighters and shit. And I'm like, this bitch.
That's wild.
It's crazy out there. It's a wild world.
Yeah.
It's wilder than it used to be.
Do you think they communicate like dolphins? Do you think? Meth heads, do you think they...
I'm pretty sure it's cockroaches.
Okay.
Dolphins
you're
are
right.
too majestic.
They are. They're sweet. Mister, I don't mean to get cryptic here, but do you think maybe, I know you were so enraptured with your story there that you were telling me.
Yeah, let's move on.
However, did you stop and think maybe, you see how somebody we know didn't get his millet? Is it possible
You think my cameraman's trying
I'm
to
not
sabotage
pointing any fingers. I'm not pointing any fingers at anyone.
Do you know when you pay a hospital bill like I do, we might not have millet for a little while.
He wanted to go to Vermont.
But if he wants a peanut butter sandwich, we got him.
He wanted to go to Vermont. And you said
I told him he's not ready for Vermont.
You said 27 years of slave. He thinks that you're out to conspire against him.
I'm just doing what's best for him. He's not ready for Vermont.
I don't think he heard what I said.
You don't know. I'm doing you a favor. I'll let you know when you're ready. You're not ready for Vermont. You're only a child.
He doesn't think so. He really doesn't think so. And also the big titty women all over his walls don't say that.
What big titty women?
They don't think so either. They're not having it.
You know what? Like I said, when I bring the cheese home to you and you start taste testing Vermont cheese and don't turn your nose up at it, I'll consider you might be
big titty women on his wall say he's a man. He's a man now. He's ready to go to Vermont.
Well, when you get stabbed in the little birdie heart, don't come crying to daddy.
Oh, he will. Yeah, he.
Because I'll replace you with a goldfish.
Yeah. Do you hear him? I think he's going away right now.
Is that
the guy who's conspiring against you?
Him with the motorcycle?
Possibly with Sanford.
I thought it was the guy that turned the bike into a motorcycle because he used to crash.
You hear him? I don't know if the camera caught that, but yeah.
No, I don't know. It is pretty loud. There's motorcycles.
If
you don't hear motorcycles,
I hear the same
four-wheelers or ATVs and shit, golf carts with boom boxes
buzzing
on them,
up the
driving
road
around the house. This ain't Bo Diddler.
It's horrible. It's really bad.
I sure as hell don't turn around in this driveway.
I've got my eyes on everybody. Everyone. Sanford, everybody. And I don't mean to hurt his feelings, but I think he can respect the fact that...
When you're ready for Vermont,
You
I'll
know,
pay for the tickets. Because I'm assuming you're going to take some wild bitch.
I'm very
along the
cautious.
way
I'm
with
cautious.
me because you're so young, you don't even know what love is.
Yeah, you gotta be careful who you let into your life, and this guy, he doesn't know anything out there. I mean, he doesn't... Not to condescend him, but he
I
hasn't
just don't want to
had
see
his
him
heart
get hurt out there. I
broken
know I
yet.
did.
He didn't run into Virginia. He didn't...
Yeah, when you run into bitches like Virginia Cumbuckets III,
Yeah, he didn't...
you're gonna know something.
He didn't have those kinds of problems. He's never been with a loose chick in his life. He's never had pussy in his life.
Are you
He's
going
never...
trick-or-treating and shit?
Definitely not. What I'm going to be doing this year is stalking people. I'm going to be stalking them. They're going to be out and about.
Well, if
I'm
you're
gonna
not
take
doing anything, I heard
video,
there's going to be an epic Halloween show
pictures
tomorrow. Even though
it's going to be
I couldn't
outstanding.
get all the settings and shit I wanted because shit happened and I didn't have any money, but I'm still going to make sure that you get an epic show tomorrow.
I might be here.
Because for a second there I didn't know anything was happening because I was bleeding out. But I'm back, baby.
Yeah, I'll be here, definitely. My stalking hours, I keep that to myself. It'll be at nightfall, so I think if your schedule matches up with mine...
3 a.m. to witching hour every time.
Sure, okay. So then, yeah.
That's
perfect.
That's the golden time.
That's
3 a.m.
perfect. I like that.
Do you like board games?
Yeah, some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Some board games, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know about
Yeah, I really like some board games. What? What are you getting
you like
at?
The Game of Life?
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorites. That's fun.
I hate it.
You hate it?
I got blood
Really?
on my fingernails. Like I start to look like Jeffrey Dahmer if I keep it up. It's fucking.
Why do you have blood on... What?
Because I.
Oh, yeah.
I do. I still got.
It's really, really scary.
No, it's not.
And the neighbors are looking at you. They're starting to think you're up to something nefarious.
Where'd my cats go?
Where did my cats
Is
go?
that boy down the street? No, fuck your cats.
Where did my daughter go?
Now that.
They're gonna... Yeah. It's horrible.
I don't know. What's her name?
You're gonna have a Harry Mason type character just stroll up in here. He's gonna say, "Have you seen my daughter? Short, black hair, just turned 7 last month." That's a quote, by the way. 7. She just turned 7
hell
last
no.
month.
She ain't around
She's
here.
missing.
Fuck that. Get that shit out of here.
Her
If I
name's
see
Cheryl. She's
if
missing.
I see her, I'll send her home. But shit.
I crashed my car. He's gonna give you the whole story. Did you hear that from Harry? Harry Mason.
If it's anyone around here that was probably drunk as fuck, and there's no telling where she is now.
He's still looking for his daughter. It's awful. It's bad. And you know what? And you know what else? Sanford probably had something to do with that too. And I wouldn't put it past him. And I don't mean to point fingers. And I respect him. I like him. I really do. But this is getting to be too much.
You can't handle the limelight.
It's getting to be a bit much.
Or is he like it too much?
I think it's progressing. He's starting to like it too much.
He's going to become a drummer in a rock and roll band.
I think he started getting a taste for blood. Ooh. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm really not pointing any fingers.
How the fuck does a bird in a cage get a taste
I'm looking over my shoulders now. Anybody can get a taste for blood. You don't have to be human. You don't have to be a dog or a wolf or a platypus. I mean, you could be a bird.
Platypus.
Yeah. Aren't they dead now?
No.
Aren't they all dead?
Oh, they are in Australia. A lot of shit's dead. But don't they have 2 vaginas?
What?
Or something.
Okay, what the fuck? It's bad. I thought one vagina was enough.
No, they have a dick and a vagina.
Yeah, do you think... Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know, I think I mentioned this before, but there's also a breed of shark that has both sexual organs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you
That's real.
Was I here that night we was looking at?
Yeah, I mean, I think they could technically self-impregnate if they wanted to.
We've been studying bats too, because we think about raising some because it's going to be a type of operation where we release, we get our enemies.
Yeah.
And put them in like this structure with a pipe, and we just release different kinds of bats on them, and see what happens.
Yeah, and out of all the bat species,
I want to put the fruit bats in there because they look scary, but I'm gonna put apples hanging from strings all around the room.
Yeah.
But you got these like huge ass bats coming in there, and you think you're gonna die, but really they're just like, why are these people screaming?
You think you're gonna die?
They might bite you because you try to hit them, but they just want these apples in here.
Why are people screaming? It's just
they're like fucking
bats,
huge ass fucking bats.
Right. They're just.
And I want to record their screams and turn it into a beat.
They're using
like Trent Reznor.
Their elbows to walk. Could you imagine being stuck? You're stuck in a tube, and you're just muscling your way through this tube on your elbows, and you're trying to get an apple. You're trying to get to an apple, and you look ugly as fuck.
You want that apple.
The odds are against you, but you want that apple.
That's my style.
Right.
Because that would be the best tasting apple you've ever eaten.
And all you can use are your elbows to move. Elbows. Just elbows and these tiny little feet.
But you know that but
tiny,
if you get there and that apple is one
clawed
of those fake,
toes.
like decorative apples that made out of styrofoam.
What?
If you get like you say, okay, if you get through this, there's an apple here, but you find out when you get there.
It's styrofoam?
It's one of those decorative styrofoam apples, and you bite it. I would turn into the Hulk.
This is sick. This is really sick. What do you do in your spare time? Do you just like watching torture videos? Do you just get off on watching people struggle?
I sell people quality goods.
You're watching bats struggle for a living.
People couldn't build structures to live in without my assistance.
So then I take it you must be a preacher type?
No, I work at a hardware store. And at night,
that's
what do they call it?
That's a nice MO, but I think what your real name is
I'm something of a Renaissance man, I guess you would say.
Reverend David or something. Reverend, okay, never mind.
Reverend Earl.
Reverend Earl, wow. Yeah, that's
And I'd wear pearls. Just for dramatic effect.
Wow. Could you get just any more smug? Could you get any more? Wow. And I thought Sanford was bad. The only thing I want to know is, are you currently just biting people in the street? Do you have a taste for blood too?
No.
Like him?
No, I'm actually, I'm not even really, I'm trying to steer away from even bread these days. I'm trying to get into the fit
Oh my
zone.
god, yeah, you think that you're fat. You're not fat.
No, it's not that I'm fat. It's just, I just try to make healthier
Folks,
choices.
he really thinks he's fat. He's not.
No, I'm trying to make healthier choices.
He has muscle. He's all muscle, and
I know, but I watch what I eat.
Well, muscle's not fat. That's two different things. Okay.
I have this diet I came up with that just works for me, and I tried it, but it's hard to do in the South when everything's pig shit and fast food.
Soul food, though.
I hate soul food.
You don't like soul food?
No, I do not. I don't like my food to touch. I want it in portions of what I want, and I eat that. And then some days I do like to indulge, but soul food I never like.
Oh, okay.
My indulgence would be like salmon.
Oh, you like the lean.
I like that, and I like vegetables with a piece of lean meat.
You like...
And I might have maybe once a week a strip or two of bacon, just to be guilty.
A stripper or two? Yeah. Damn.
A stripper
wow, gee whiz, okay.
Bacon and Swiss is a tag team. Stripper group.
And you like crab,
and... I love seafood, crab meat. I could eat it.
I was really upset. I was disturbed by the...
But I can't afford it. Good food, so I have to buy it.
I believe some gentleman who will go anonymous uploaded a video video of a beautiful crab with blue claws, and he was in a
fighting
fight.
Them cats.
It was a brawl. It was flight.
I didn't upload. That's not the video.
Not Flight Club, but it was.
That video wasn't uploaded.
It was Yeah, it was. It actually was. Somebody uploaded it.
Okay. Yeah, they did.
You're confused.
I was there.
You're confusing
I get news.
the videos.
I lost my cell phone, so I don't get my contacts anymore.
He had.
Somebody stole my cell phone.
It was like.
So I don't. I'm a little late on the.
You didn't see it. It was like Fight Club.
Yeah, well.
I was about to say
I'm
Fight
going to
Club.
now.
Right.
I did see the dog shit in
Did
the
you
classical
see-
music. That's what really turned my day around
Exactly.
when you're in pain and something traumatic happens like that, a little depression comes in for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know if it happens to all people, but you
um,
just get down because you got.
The fists for flying.
But then you see dogs shitting to a classical song and it links up to it. It's fucking pure genius. I laughed so hard.
I saw
It brought me up.
two cats. Well, after that, we saw two cats gang up on a crab. It was really sad. It was tragic.
Very sexual in a way.
Very sexual. They were trying to bypass his claws, and I think they were going for his eyeballs. It was
What he
treacherous.
said? You have no idea. He said, buy all the postage. You have no idea what it's like going all the postage, and that's why people aren't
You're the
sending
reason no
anything.
one's sending anything yet.
You're the reason that no one's sending anything. It's very sexual in a way.
He's right. It really is. Because aren't they kind
Now
of...
that would be even worse. You would never get anything. I've been waiting for shit for, a month
Because
now.
he's getting people worked up. That's what he's doing.
Buy all the postage.
Yeah.
And you'll be the reason
Nobody's sending anything.
It's very sexual in a way.
Yeah.
Now let's go find you a piece of wire.
He's not really wrong, though. That would be you if you were a father.
Oh man.
You just
Yeah,
you're just
it'd be
telling your
great.
son these wild tales.
Oh,
of
I sure will.
hookers named Virginia.
I could sit around and talk
Yeah.
wild shit all day long. But it wasn't
That stab
meant
you.
for me.
Well, what do you mean it wasn't me? You don't know.
You know how much a child costs if you
Yeah.
want to raise them properly?
About $1 million.
Yeah, well, do I look like a fucking millionaire?
Right now, you do.
Yeah, well, that's because of that.
Right now.
That's because That's because I don't have kids.
Yeah, okay.
If I had kids, I'd probably look like one of these fucking idiots.
Mm-hmm.
With stains on his wife's beater
Yeah.
and throwing beers at the TV. With some wife worse than
Okay.
he, smoking Marlboro cigarettes, putting them out on the kid's back.
Mm-hmm. Really disturbing. You're not very optimistic. Okay. All right.
I am.
Okay.
I'm optimistic. That's why I didn't have kids. That's what I'm saying. I get to buy sloths and it's the works.
Jaguars? Were you about to say jaguars?
And then I realized you're not allowed to own jaguars, so I do not have jaguars.
Oh my gosh. It would probably it would probably be worse than Virginia. You would come home with claw marks.
No, they're very
Across
nice.
your chest.
Virginia's worse than that.
Sure.
Virginia Cumbucket McGee is a beast I've never come across before,
She's
but I'll be
never-
ready next time.
She's never rolled around with jaguars in her
I'm
life.
telling you, those ninja hookers,
Mm-hmm.
like you just they
Ninja
slide
hooker.
out, but you just don't see it coming.
Ninja
She got me, but I
hookers.
got away. I'm lucky I got away, but I think it is that
Yeah.
guy. That guy you was talking about. I'm
Ninja-
gonna investigate this.
I don't think there's a such thing as ninja.
So
hookers.
there's a head somewhere that's came in. They want to take over my streets, and they got these little ninja hookers and shit.
Is it really?
But you just don't see them coming. But I'm on to them, and
How it
when
happened.
the Broach brothers roll up,
How about this?
we're gonna show them how we play ball. And when I say play ball, I mean when they get cracked over the head with a baseball bat.
Maybe Virginia broke Sanford's heart, and that's why he's on a.
Is he the enemy
warpath.
within?
I think he might be. And I'm not
Oh.
pointing any fingers, folks. I don't point fingers. I don't do that.
I don't have no crystal
I don't know.
ball, but
I don't have any evidence. I just know that. I mean, it's usually the person, or in this case, the bird you least expect. It's really bad. And he gets violent.
I think you might even be in on. You might like that guy that came to my house when I wasn't here and took off all his clothes.
No, I really didn't. I liked him up until the point he started taking his clothes off. It got scary. And then he wanted ice cream, I think, yeah. He wanted ice cream. And I was so scared, I wasn't really able to tell him what flavor we had. I remember that. My mind went blank.
Well, no, isn't that a peach? It won't happen again.
Hell no, it's not happening
senses,
again.
I've been taking my supplements. My
Yeah.
senses are raising up to
Mm-hmm.
peak level because once you get comfortable, you start not paying attention.
What are you talking? What are you?
Well, when you get comfortable with everyday
Okay.
routines and you're doing everything, and
Yeah.
you get comfortable, you stop. You get caught up into this grind,
Mm-hmm.
and you lose yourself, and you don't see shit coming.
Yeah.
But now that that happened, and the Trump's in it, I'm on my nerves and all this. It's gonna calm down, but now I'm on focus level. Because there's got to be something done about this.
Are
You
you
got to
on
sit down and do
focus?
the math.
Are you on focus or are you more on edge? Do you
I'm
think?
always on edge.
Okay.
But whenever things start kind of looking up, like you got vacation and all, you finally worked up to a vacation. It's a whole week you think, and you're gonna splurge on maybe some video games and just do nothing. And with you start seeing this nice slice of heaven since you're not going to be a slave for a week.
Yeah.
You let your guard down, don't you, man? You're almost there. One more day. You just finish one more day.
And then
just gonna go home, and then bam. That's
Stupid bitches like Virginia.
You're right back in the game.
Virginia just stab you to death. Almost stab you within an inch of your life.
But that's what happens when you let that guard down because it got too good for too long.
Yeah, and then Virginia came to reap.
So,
Yeah.
I'll nip that in the fucking bud.
That's what she did. She's almost like the Grim Reapers.
Yeah, but when these brooches come out on the street,
yeah,
I'll flash her the brooch. She goes.
She goes
that's
back
when you
to
stab them.
her.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, this brooch is handed down to my family for thousands of years. When they see it, like it's that brooch power. It's like the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
But it's the brooch bros. And when I hit her with this.
Yeah.
And then I stab them.
That's awful.
With my stab.
Yeah.
And walk away. And they catch on fire and just turn into dust and smoke and go up.
Yeah.
Because that's what the brooch power does when they see that dragon. He breathes fire on them and they burn them. No evidence, no body, nothing. Another case solved by the Broach bros.
The Grim Reaper didn't even like her.
The Grim Reaper said her pussy stank so bad that he's going back to where he came.
Yeah.
Smelled worse than death. That's what
Really?
he's saying. He's like, damn, bitch.
Scary. Really scary.
That's how you know.
We don't even want to...
You gotta use the badge. You gotta use the badge, It's either, if it wasn't me, it's gonna be somebody else, and I can't have it.
No. Something's got to be done about this. It's bad, and there's probably more like her. Just
Vampire
waiting around.
bitches.
Just waiting
around. But they're whores, and they just, instead of sucking blood, they suck dick.
Yeah, it's horrible. Oh my. Yeah. Did you really just what? Did you just say that? You suck what?
Ticks.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're bad. They used to be in the willow tree at my grandma's house. Yeah, ticks all over the fucking tree. But we used to just get a bunch of their branches and swing from them, and it's fun to swing from the willow tree, but ticks will, yeah, they're out to get us.
Well, I don't think they're out now. I think that's more of a summertime thing.
No, they're out to get us.
But now that we're getting cold, you got cold bitches moving in. The ticks move out, the cold bitches move in.
I think they come in the fall, too. To come get us, yeah. They want our blood. It's really...
At this point, I feel like everybody
it's
wants
grotesque.
It. But, that's why you gotta
really
keep
grotesque.
your eyes open, Things are not always what they
well,
seem.
mister, you didn't keep your eyes open that well if people like Virginia got you.
You don't do it. It's just... That's what I was like.
Right in the thigh.
Yeah, but...
Right in the thigh.
What scared me is that's an odd place to stab somebody.
It is. You would have thought that you were getting on top of her or something.
That's
You
how
would
I
have
didn't
thought,
see it coming, but I think she was trying to slow me down, and she was gonna.
Mister,
she was gonna
did
just
you?
get me. You
Oh
know?
my God, did you not? You weren't trying to get on top of her, were you?
No, I was escaping.
Okay.
I hit her one of these, sort of like a mush palm. Boom. And then I hit that one-legged gallop.
That's really how it happened?
I got long legs, so I can get that. When I gallop, man, I'm
Yeah.
like a deer. I can go, and I hit the car, and she's beating on the windows. I'm locking the doors, and she's going, "Fuck you!"
And
I'm cranking up
wonder,
the car, and I'm reversing it, and I peeled out.
Sometimes.
And I'm bleeding. It's a crime scene. It's a crime scene. I feel like I robbed a bank. It was so dramatic.
Maybe he.
But
Nobody
it's over
ever
now.
talks about him.
It's over now. We made it.
The barista?
What? Barista?
Nobody ever talks about him. And I'm starting to wonder.
Oh, shit. Man,
Look at
that's
his blurry face, okay?
I should have went down your
I
path.
wonder.
I should have went down the barista path.
Yeah.
If I would have went down his path of life,
Yeah.
I would never be living in danger to this day. Other than maybe a little coffee burn on the thumb, I can handle that. But
It's scary.
It says you can be anything. Why? But he's not a Broach bro. Like, I'm in too deep.
So maybe he did
but
it.
it's a.
Maybe he hired.
I gotta live up to the family. I gotta live up to the family. But yeah, it's nice to see the kid out there
he
doing.
Couldn't.
That's who I protect.
He couldn't hire her though.
Cause nobody can be a
because
Broach
he's
bro.
a barista.
Well, he's living an honest barista life. But he owes me street taxes.
Yeah.
But I let him slide a little bit. But if he don't pay up though, he's gonna be like that after I cut off a few fingers and he can't make coffee no more. But other than that, we get along.
Yeah.
He's got potential.
Yeah, he does.
But he ain't no Broach brother.
He really couldn't pay anyone to take you out. He's a barista.
Look, I was out on his one light latte, heavy on, the vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
And he stirs it up and he does this thing where he does a little, I didn't even ask him to do it, he just flicks a little cinnamon on top.
Mm-hmm.
If he can keep doing that, he's my guy. Hey, he changed my life with coffee.
Yeah. He seems real decent. I don't think he would do this. I really don't think he would send out just crazy bitches.
I just hate they didn't advertise his name. His name's Daniel.
Daniel, really?
Yeah, his name's Daniel.
Wow.
He's a very, very inspiring man.
Yeah.
And,
he
we
definitely
support
is,
him. But, I try to keep him away from the dark side of these hooker bitches.
Yeah.
Like what I had to go through, because he can't, he wouldn't be able to handle something like that. He'd be back in his mother's basement.
What is he doing?
So I try to keep that shit off of him, because he's got a fucking.
One of these days, we'll have to.
He'll come up with his own flavor that will blow the minds of millions.
We'll have to tell the story of Philippe, too. Remember Philippe?
You want to?
You,
Got all week long, baby.
Well, I don't know. That's up to you. We're almost at 40 minutes. Did you know that?
Hit us with Philippe and we'll tune him out.
With Philippe. You really want to talk about Philippe? You said hit us with Philippe. You want to talk about him?
Can you please tell me a story about Philippe?
You know it. Okay, well, you tell it with me, because you found him one day. He
was a little...
he was hiding in an old man's house, and we found him. And he's an extraterrestrial.
He was the orphan nobody wanted.
Yeah. He's an extraterrestrial, everybody.
Now, he's shape-shifting, but he's usually pretending to be an ornament amongst ornaments, but don't let that fool you.
He's behind your big head.
But that's actually
there he is.
That's actually his module for his portal that he comes through. But he's here. But
he has perfume.
Yes, he does.
He has perfume. That's Philippe. Okay.
He makes his own perfume. But we found him in a barn, and the world didn't want him, and we took him
That's
in.
pretty nice.
And he's a alien from France.
Yeah, definitely.
How we lured him out of the barn was with
Mhm.
McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Because I bought some, and it was in my car. They tasted like shit.
Mhm.
I threw it out, and I kept that one I was eating out the window. Then I was like, "Who's this? What the fuck is in that barn?" It was like a light coming out of it. He must have been meditating or masturbating. Who
It had
knows?
to be. It had to be. Yeah.
So we snuck. You don't want to fuck around fire.
Right.
We snuck in and peeked through the boards on the side of the barn because sometimes they got gaps.
Mhm.
And he's just sitting there and he's crying like this.
He's crying. He was lost.
Oh, where's my family? Why don't they love me? They want me to milk the cows,
Aww.
but why do they have dicks?
Why do they have dicks?
And
Oh my gosh.
I was like, we gotta do something.
Yeah.
So I kicked the door up and grabbed him, set the barn on fire, and it's been a family ever since.
Mhm.
We watched Nickelodeon, you know.
But did you tell our viewers the night he decided to take his pants off in the road? In the road
my
out
God.
front?
It was when he became a man.
I laughed
It
so
was
hard.
an explosion.
I really did.
And it lasted so long.
All I heard was this scream.
And it screamed.
And there was just
It was amazing.
it was a cascade of lights. It was
I mean,
mesmerizing. It really was.
And
It
it
was
took him
sparks
3 years,
just
3 years
flying,
to
just-
break on through. But when
It
he
was
did,
great.
I mean, I fell in love 3 more times with him, and
The
then I declared
Sky just
I do have a child.
scintillated. It was
It's
great.
Philippe, when he's not
Mhm.
skipping alternate dimensions, he actually comes home for dinner once in a while.
He does.
I
Every now
love
and then,
it.
yeah.
We kiss each other on the
Mhm.
cheeks. I'm like, what's going on? He tells me wild
Yeah.
stories. We sit down, and he eats tadpoles or weird shit. And
Tadpoles?
He loves cheeseburgers and tadpoles. I eat
Hmm.
my usual, but
He didn't
does
tell me
him.
that.
Well,
He
you
didn't
know,
tell me that. You must be closer to him than I am.
well,
But I really like him.
I took him under my wing.
Yeah.
And I said, go out there. He's ready for Vermont.
He's ready for Vermont.
You, sir, are not. Sanford is not ready for Vermont. But
Yes.
I think within about a year and a half, I'll think about it.
It's a touchy subject. It's really a touchy subject.
But he's in those rebel years. You know?
Mhm.
Is that enough?
So, it looks like we, we're gonna have our Halloween episode
Yep.
tomorrow. And that's exciting.
Yep.
So, everybody, tune in tomorrow. Don't forget.
Don't forget.
All right.
Well,
Oh, well.
and this is our new album,
New album.
Crotch Hammocks.
The Garage Hammocks.